Greetings, friend. There's an update. Let's get into it. So the point of me not getting the job that I was qualified for and a job offer was being written for was because I was going to be able to travel to places, and me traveling to places as someone who did not do this is a risk to customers, right? Well, at the beginning of this week, mind you, I was told about this discrimination last week, Thursday, Friday, Monday, company email comes out, says, due to new information from the CDC that blah, 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 all of these things, regardless of this, you no longer have to do this in our building, and it can be with associates or with customers. And yay for us. And there's a couple clauses in there that one should take ownership and responsibility for their level of risk that they are willing to accept, and that those who have accommodations will have additional alternative safety standards available later this week. Still haven't gotten them. Needless to say, got emotional, I rationalized, and I reached out to the people last week who told me last week I was a risk because of the things that I'm choosing to do or not do to my body. And I said, okay, so based off of the new information and using dialogue from last week I couldn't get it because if I stood in a building with customers would be upset because the company isn't reducing risk for them. And the conversation today is I can be standing in the building without this, and I can have associates and customers present with me, and it is no longer a conversation about risk. Am I right? I still haven't gotten a response, but they did acknowledge that it is certainly a contradiction and a conundrum. And as I talk to my coworkers I have good relationships with, they go, I can't believe HR is doing that. And I go, well, of course they're doing that, because it's been at the bottom of the emails that you stopped reading because you complied forever ago. They've been threatening us for a long time. And it's funny how, all of the systems of oppression, except the ones that are fed to you. This has been a conversation the medical freedom folk have been having and getting worse for the past decade. And as I explain what's happening, I get that completely disassociated look because they can't handle the contradiction of what they consider a marginalized person stating another marginalization that they're so emotionally invested in enforcing. And once they get to a point of being able to have a rational thought, that rational thought is, well, everything's going back to normal. Yay for you. I bet that's a relief. Which is the same energy as thanking your abuser that they stopped hitting you finally. Getting our rights and respect back isn't a victory. It's a conversation that needs to happen.